I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage? This. The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues, of all things. True enough. History is made by those willing to risk it all.
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
my legs!
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking? Until we're briefed on our intended investigation, every wasted moment is an outright defiance of... This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Careful! There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
It's locked. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. Well, what's this I've spotted? We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
You're like a gorilla in a porcelain store.
Look out! I see a trap nearby. Assist me, friends!
What's this I've spotted? What's this? I found something. A strange sort of pit. There must be a way to disarm it. I've spotted something interesting.
I'm on fire!
Of the serpent! I've spotted something. Shh! I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready. Unending darkness.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? Strange indeed, robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution. In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose run if you like, defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
That ought to hurt.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
Die, vermin!
Here lies Master Ragequin's second apprentice, killed by dying. Here lies Master Ragequin's first apprentice, killed by a falling corpse.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past...
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibias? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Sightseal. We're legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but...
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibias?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do the...
Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay.
Just put a sock in it, will you, beddiers?
So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a two-bedroom birdcage.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around.
Capital. Come along, we're not far from the city. Pass the bottle, would you, Junius? My throat's dry.
Okay, this is a single one.
Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this war. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of... Of course I can talk, don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of them. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against it? Of course they could hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace time is an indulgent mistress, to one who spends happy hours as she passes. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity. All this I have seen. Alive! Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives lease. And treasure, what do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls?
Agreed. Let's send him...
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound fist. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Oh, thank heavens. Maybe now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your underthings.
Let's go back to the bridge. Let the source hunters handle their big groups.
never cease flowing.
Did you see that? I am powerless to
Who was
act.
that joker leading
How
those
very
orcs?
curious,
Damn traitor.
and how very
Where are
disquieting.
Bibius and Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
your junk.
I like you much better with your guts on the
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
What? Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only... You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard, right? So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, she seems a likely candidate to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just... Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion... Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission, should you want to have a peek. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have got... Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, to be out in the night. To stalk on silent paws and hunt with... Oh, but of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy... I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me when... Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto lead. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere...
Sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap afterwards?
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours. Taken before his time. Far before his time.
Steady, boy. They mustn't let the flames spread to the arbor.
Are these the biggest buckets we've got?
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a road.
We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbor!
Come on, men! Put your backs into it!
Love
wolves have learned how to play with fire.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir. Psst. You ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! No, he did. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Ythel anymore?
Speaking of Ythel, that local region there really...
Source Hunter! Who better to ask?
I wouldn't let Norway 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for the joyride?
Who better to ask? No, it is. Good on you. These bosses are respectful. So what do they say?
Well, what does it matter? That labour's more suited to my nature anyway.
Slimy, leaky, rotten seagull.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Slimy, leaky, rotten seagull.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtis, proud protector of this house of Legion. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. Curtis is my name. The Legion is my calling.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged filly.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I,
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil, but so what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
I'm sure this one little fish won't starve the merchant. He should take the fish.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Ethics are fine in theory, but nothing would stop me from helping you through a hard time. This man merely holds that same principle.
right, we'll do it your way.
That's the spirit!
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it.
You were a witness to this event now?
Quite so. I saw him.
I can't thank you enough for your, discretion.
Well, sorry to have bothered you then, sir.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my life. The dead are on the prowl, the councillor's been murdered, and now source hunters are encouraging petty theft. The few honest amongst us are swim...
Is the man with many cheeses?
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me.
Cheese? The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine gourmandland.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Ain't straight, ain't true. Harry's by the cousins.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies I seals ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Sorry, but I haven't the time for chatter. These days, a moment's inattention is all a thief needs to snatch my livelihood out from under me.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
Harry's by the cousins.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
A good day to you.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his...
Ain't straight, ain't true. Harry's by
And so, Santa, oh, don't tell me you got to worry about dark magic on top of it all.
Oh, no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
a big cheese on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Eat a big cheese on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seal's ever seen.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Well, hello there.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not the mood for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this pie.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more...
Lonesome, spiritless.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. I travel around and avail my...
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
With a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
No better solution
Oh,
to the
hello, love.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an arm will inject some vim into your routine.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fryer.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Eat a big cheese on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seal's ever seen.
house. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Oh, so that item interests you, yes? I can let you have it for a very reasonable price indeed. Then please try to leave things where they are if you do not intend to buy anything.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Scud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Omnes autem mali de... What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! Mayhem. Cache du Nord. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Volume 1, Volume 2. Where's the third one gone? Shucks. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stetteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! What mayhem!
Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisher. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your... Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these... Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, but this is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also on one condition. That on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this.
The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet.
Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the...
Place this book here. In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujta Geta-Hal. Be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friend... I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd. He raised me like I was his own. This kindest of souls taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return... Place this book here.
Writing in
a volume of poetry among novels? Rack! What mayhem!
The seven grant abundance!
The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom? Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! What mayhem! Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! What mayhem! Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! What mayhem! Kajdanor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more hose than a slice of this fine golden land. Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more hose than a slice of this fine golden land.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero, the... No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been... They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the fabulous five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can... Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become... better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each...
Some could not, because they are professionals, not adventuring daydreamers.
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Two who voice their opinions with vigor when they differ. What else? Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and...
And I can't say that I have. I'm...
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it?
True enough. We serve...
Come now. I refuse to believe such a uniquely skilled individual would settle for a puppet's role. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's... And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the... the fabulous five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please. Please do shout. Let's see. Carrot, cheese, tomatoes. Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things? You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward won't be right. So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, Jack? I'll thank you for leaving me, you old fat. Oh, you think you can speak that way to a Well, if I say it, I've got my eye on you, Sally.
On the move for cheese. No excuses. Hold on to the slice of this fine Norman leg.
Tell me, have you ever
Made a
had the
big
thought
cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly Harry, delicious goldfish, yours first.
The likes of which I doubt
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Come now, Alistair. Oh, you've met your match one short way. Well, in fact, to say it, I've got my eye. Careful now. You're going more slowly than the saffrons, I dare say.
Not the mood for cheese. No excuses more holes than a slice of this fine Norman leg.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager, innocent, desperate Norman pigs?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lying in your pocket. Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll bet you believe me,
Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, if I say it, I've got my eye on you, Sally.
I am a duke.
Tell me, have you ever had the good of challenging the fabled wizard of
Aaron
Hunter's
has as
End?
many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for
They
fire.
say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Oh, my good man. Drink, you
Fresh haddock, perfect for fire.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? You're waiting for what? One short way.
I'll bet you believe me,
Careful now. After they
Fresh haddock, perfect for fire.
Not the mood for cheese. No excuses more holes than a slice of this fine Norman leg.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lying in your pocket.
So you're just
Made a big
hanging around
cheese
the
on
inn,
your
are
block
you?
with a wheel of
Waiting
the
for
good
what,
stuff.
exactly?
I'll thank you for leaving me be. Well, that's
Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, if I say it, I've got my eye on you, Sam. Have you ever had
Made a
the
big
fortune of
cheese on your
challenging
block with a
fabled
wheel of the
wizard
good
Hunter's
stuff.
End?
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is
They
only
say
hours
he's
from the
privy to
sea.
ancient and arcane secrets, The likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Oh, my good man. Drink, please.
Please do, shall I? Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Waiting for what? Look, be careful now. Your head's growing all swirling in saffrons, I dare say. You can stick that way around. With fat now by my eye.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
Cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be. Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Have you ever had the fortune of playing in the fabled whistle that hunted
I am a duke.
Let's see. They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course. What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of knight is bestowed, of course. Should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five, and thereby now the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another. Work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise. Of course, of course, of course. Oh.
Agreed. You came on a little bit too strongly there, buddy.
Oh, how frightfully disappointing. How illogical and short-sighted of you. To deny the Fabulous Five.
Come on, you chicken.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold.
Waiting for what, exactly? Tell me.
I'll thank you to leave me be. Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel.